Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Sunday night, which means we're going for a trad beer tonight, and the beer we're going for is this one. It is Westmalle Trappist Dubbel, and it weighs in at 7% ABV. It's a 330ml bottle and it's available in your local Tesco for not a lot of dosh. I think it's about $2.50, something like that. It's not a style I'm familiar with in the slightest, so it's going to be a bit of a baptism of fire, shall we say. Well, I've done a little bit of reading. It tells me it's reddish brown. I should expect sort of herby kind of notes on the beer with a bit of bitterness as well. And that is pretty much all I know. Let's get it out and into a glass and see what we think. The only thing I am concerned about is it's apparently a secondary fermentation in the bottle, so it may be excitable. We shall see. Let's get it open. No, not too bad. That's good. Happy with that. So we're pouring into my Titanic goblet glass. The pour is okay, typical, like a Belgian brown, a bit like the Leffe Brewing. We have the typical head on a Belgian. So we have a beautiful mahogany coloured beer. You've got just a little bit of light coming through at the very bottom of the glass. You've got a nice solid 2-finger of off-white head that's not overly tight and compact, but it's a good looking beer. Look at that up close. There it is. That's your beer in a glass. Looks good. It's a whiff. Smells fruity. It does smell very fruity, kind of dark raisins and dates and that kind of thing. Very malty, very fruity. It smells like a really good beer, I must say. And the 7% is there on the nose. It kind of gets you just at the back of the nose. But yeah, fruity and malty is what I'm getting from the aromas. And like I say, dark fruits. So it looks good. It smells really nice. It smells just like a really good, strong sort of winter ale that I thoroughly enjoy. So I've got high hopes. So the taste. Cheers. Actually, yeah, it does taste very much like a good strong winter ale with those berry notes, like the dark berries and the raisins and the dates, and there is something else coming through. It is ridiculously malty, malt forward without a shadow of a doubt, and there's kind of like a herbal thing going on, but not herby as in basil and stuff like that, but like your herbal tablets, that kind of thing. Really quite nice. The body's light to medium. The carbonation is quite high, I will say. It's excitable, but it's very smooth and super malty. Malt forward without a shadow of a doubt. And the dark fruits are coming through nicely as well. It's boozy, but without being overly so. Definitely a winter beer, and I'm glad I'm having it in December. It's definitely not one for the summer. The taste profiles are wrong for me. This has got winter written all over it. Super high carbonation, as I say, is evident. I might have to have the next one I have of these cool or colder, just to really temper it and maybe sort of mute some of that carbonation. The finish, I'm looking for the bitterness that they mentioned on this site. There's not a lot of it. It's quite smooth, quite sweet and balanced. On the whole, really quite nice beer, that, I must say. So, Westmalle Trappist Dubbel. What do I think of you? Would I buy you again? I think I will. But before I give you my breakdown of the score, let's go to the Aid Memoir of Untapped, which has got a rather astronomical 193,600 or thereabouts check-ins with an average score of 3.7, which, given the number of check-ins, that's a pretty damn decent average, I must say. My scoreboard of joy is currently blank, so we'll give it some points. So, the appearance of the beer, it looks lovely. It looks like the old traditional winter ales that I love. Dark, mahogany, with an off-white head. It looks spot on. It looks enticing. It looks rich and Moorish and decadent. It's going to get a full point from me on that front. Start there. The aroma is nice. You know, dark fruits, berries, raisins, dates, that kind of thing. All works well with the dark malts that are coming through as well. It's a real rich roasted malt. It's not bitter on the nose in any way, shape or form. So it's just nice and roasty toasty. I like it a lot. I do. I'm going to give it the 1 point as well. The body, I was expecting more. I must be honest. It is on the lighter side. And you've got big carbonation. If it's going to be light, I want it smooth. This is perhaps, well, it is the weakest point of the beer for me. And like I say, I'm going to have another one another day and chill it to try and temper some of the excitement of that carbonation, because it really is quite excitable in the mouth. And it takes away from that unctuous nature that you expect of a beer with that flavour profile. It's okay. I'm going to give it the 0.5. Room for improvement there. The taste, though, is spot on. I wouldn't change the taste. It's got the beautiful malts. It's got those dark raisins and other dark fruits and berry notes coming through. It is a classic winter profile on the beer for me. I like it a lot. Is it perfect? It's not far off it. I'm going to give it the full point. And the finish. I like the finish. It's Moorish. It is sweet, though. I would perhaps like a little bit of the bitterness that they talk about on their website. It's kind of lacking there. But that said, you know, it's perfectly well balanced. But I want more bitterness just to give me something what I enjoy. So I'm going to give it the 0.5, because like I say, I'm quite critical there. It's Moorish, it's nice enough. It just needs that bitterness just to really kind of oomph it up a little bit. So the Westmalle Trappist Dubbel has got 4 out of 5 for me on my Untapped scoreboard of joy, which isn't a million miles away from the average score of 3.7. And it's a decent beer. Glad I've tried it. I'll have it again. Absolutely chilled though. So there we go. It's my first kind of venturing really into the Belgian world, other than the Leffes that I've had before. Long may it continue. I'm going to get some more in for the new year, I think. Anyway, I'm going to be in danger of waffling at any point soon, so I'm just going to turn around and say, that's been the beer. I've been Nick. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got the like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of as you wish, and definitely give me some recommendations for Belgian beers to try in the comments section below. Catch you again soon for another one. Bye.